Kicking off our collection is Sackboy, a big adventure, a delightful platformer that transforms the beloved Little Big Planet mascot into a star of his own three-dimensional adventure, perfect for families. The game supports up to 4 players locally or online, making it an ideal choice for group play sessions where everyone can participate together. Each level is carefully designed with colorful environments, creative obstacles, and plenty of collectibles that encourage exploration and teamwork. The controls are accessible enough for younger players while still offering challenge through optional objectives and time trials. Costumes and character customization options provide fun ways for kids to express their creativity and personalize their Sackboy. The cooperative specific levels introduce unique mechanics that require communication and coordination, making them excellent for teaching teamwork skills. Visual presentation is bright and vibrant, with imaginative worlds that capture attention and spark wonder in players of all ages. Second on our lineup is Overcooked All You Can Eat, a chaotic cooking game that brings families together through hilarious kitchen management challenges. This complete edition includes both original Overcooked games plus all downloadable content, giving you hundreds of levels to master as a team. The gameplay is simple, where players must prepare, cook, and serve dishes according to customer orders, but kitchens introduce wild obstacles, like moving platforms, portals, and environmental hazards. Communication becomes essential as families learn to divide tasks efficiently and adapt to increasingly absurd situations. The difficulty progression starts gentle enough for children to grasp basic concepts, then gradually introduces complexity that keeps everyone engaged. Both local and online multiplayer ensure flexibility in how families choose to play together. The colorful art style and upbeat music maintain a lighthearted atmosphere, even during the most chaotic moments. Success requires cooperation rather than competition, making it perfect for teaching kids about working together toward common goals. Taking third place is It Takes Two, an innovative cooperative adventure specifically designed for exactly 2 players working in perfect harmony. Parents can team up with their children for an unforgettable journey through imaginative worlds filled with creative gameplay mechanics. Each level introduces completely new concepts, from platforming to puzzle solving to action sequences, ensuring variety throughout the experience. The story follows 2 parents navigating relationship challenges in a family-friendly way that resonates without being inappropriate for younger audiences. Split-screen presentation keeps both players engaged simultaneously, with unique challenges tailored for each character. Puzzles require genuine cooperation, where both players must contribute equally, making it excellent for building problem-solving skills. The visual creativity is outstanding, with fantastical environments that transform everyday household items into epic landscapes. Accessibility options help accommodate different skill levels, ensuring both experienced and novice players can enjoy together. Fourth in our selection is LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, an epic adventure covering all 9 mainline Star Wars films in charming LEGO form. The game supports local cooperative play, allowing families to experience the entire saga together through hundreds of missions and exploration opportunities. Combat is simple and forgiving, perfect for children, while still offering enough depth to keep things interesting. The humor stays true to LEGO game traditions, with silly animations and family-appropriate jokes that entertain players of all ages. Character roster is massive, featuring hundreds of unlockable heroes, villains, and background characters from across the franchise. Free play mode encourages returning to completed levels with different characters to discover secrets and collectibles. Puzzle elements require basic problem solving without becoming frustrating for younger players. The open-world hub areas between missions provide safe spaces for experimentation and casual exploration. Coming in 5th is Moving Out 2, a physics-based furniture moving game that creates naturally funny moments through chaotic cooperation. Players work together as a moving company team, tackling increasingly ridiculous relocation jobs across colorful, themed worlds. The gameplay involves lifting, carrying, and maneuvering furniture through obstacles, which sounds simple, but physics create unpredictable, hilarious situations. New mechanics like portals and dimension hopping add creative twists that keep the formula fresh throughout the campaign. Accessibility features ensure children of varying abilities can participate meaningfully without frustration. The game celebrates mistakes and chaos rather than punishing them, making it stress-free entertainment for families. Colorful presentation and quirky humor appeal to younger audiences while remaining engaging for adults. Time limits add optional challenge for families wanting to test their coordination without being mandatory for progression. Sixth position goes to Minecraft, the cultural phenomenon that needs little introduction but excels as a family multiplayer experience on PS5. Creative mode provides unlimited resources and invincibility, making it perfect for young children to build elaborate structures without pressure. Survival mode introduces gentle challenges like resource gathering and simple combat that families can tackle cooperatively. The game encourages creativity and imagination with virtually unlimited building possibilities, limited only by player vision. Split-screen local play accommodates up to 4 players on one console, making it accessible without requiring multiple systems. Minigames and community-created content provide structured activities when freeform building feels overwhelming. Educational value is substantial, as children learn basic resource management, spatial reasoning, and creative problem-solving. Cross-platform play allows families to connect with friends regardless of their gaming device. Taking 7th place is Fall Guys, a colorful obstacle course competition that combines platforming with party game chaos. The game features family-friendly cartoon violence, where characters bounce and tumble through elaborate courses without any genuine harm. Mini-games rotate constantly, ensuring variety and preventing repetition across play sessions. Simple controls make it accessible for children, while random elements keep outcomes unpredictable and exciting. Customization options with countless costumes and colors let kids express their personality through their Jelly Bean character. Cooperative modes allow families to team up against other players rather than competing against each other. Quick rounds mean children with shorter attention spans stay engaged without commitment to lengthy matches. Free-to-play model removes financial barriers, making it easy for families to try without investment. 8th on our list is Astrobot Rescue Mission, a charming platformer that showcases PlayStation characters and delightful adventures. The game features Astro and his robot friends in creative levels filled with secrets, collectibles, and clever design. Gameplay is accessible with straightforward controls that younger players can master quickly, while still offering challenge through optional objectives. Each world introduces unique mechanics and themes, keeping the experience fresh from start to finish. Boss battles are imaginative, without being scary or overly difficult for children. The cheerful presentation and adorable character design appeal strongly to younger audiences. Cooperative elements encourage teamwork as players navigate through increasingly complex platforming sections. PlayStation history references provide nostalgic moments for parents, while remaining entertaining for kids unfamiliar with the references. Claiming 9th position is Rayman Legends, a beautiful platformer that combines artistic visuals with tight, responsive gameplay. The game supports up to 4 players locally, making it perfect for family gaming sessions with multiple children. Level design is creative, featuring musical stages, rhythm-based challenges, and traditional platforming sections. Difficulty options accommodate various skill levels, ensuring younger players can progress while experienced gamers find appropriate challenge. The art style is vibrant and expressive, with hand-drawn animations that bring characters and environments to life. Hundreds of levels provide substantial content, including reimagined stages from previous Rayman games. Cooperative play allows stronger players to assist younger ones without completely removing challenge. Daily and weekly challenges keep families returning with fresh content and goals. Rounding out our collection at number 10 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, a nostalgic beat-em-up perfect for introducing children to classic arcade gaming. The game features 6 playable characters, including the 4 turtles and supporting cast, each with unique abilities. Combat is simple and satisfying, with basic combos and special moves that children can execute easily. Up to 6 players can join, making it ideal for larger families or playdates with friends. The pixel art style is gorgeous, with fluid animations and detailed backgrounds celebrating franchise history. Story mode provides structure, with boss battles and progression, while arcade mode offers pure action. Difficulty settings ensure appropriate challenge, whether playing with young children or experienced gamers. The authentic TMNT atmosphere with voice acting and soundtrack immerses players completely in the Turtle universe. Leading our collection is Horizon Call of the Mountain, a breathtaking VR adventure built exclusively for PlayStation VR 2 that showcases the full potential of PS5 Pro hardware. This game transports players into the stunning world of Horizon, where you climb, scale, and explore magnificent environments rendered with incredible detail and fidelity. The climbing mechanics feel intuitive and physically engaging as you reach, grasp, and pull yourself up towering cliffs and reliefs. Combat encounters require you to physically draw arrows, dodge attacks, and aim precisely, making every battle feel visceral and immersive. The PS5 Pro enhancement delivers exceptional visual clarity with improved resolution and frame rates that eliminate motion sickness while maximizing immersion. Environmental details are spectacular, from lush forests to snow-capped mountains, with lighting effects that bring the world to life. The story introduces new characters while connecting to the broader Horizon universe in meaningful ways that fans will appreciate. Second on our lineup is Gran Turismo 7, the legendary racing simulator that transforms into an unparalleled VR driving experience on PS5 Pro. Every vehicle in the extensive car collection can be experienced from the driver's seat, with cockpit details rendered so precisely you can read individual gauges and buttons. The sense of speed and spatial awareness in VR creates driving sensations that flat-screen gaming simply cannot match as you navigate corners and overtake opponents. Track environments benefit enormously from PS5 Pro enhancements, with sharper textures, longer draw distances, and smoother performance during races. Weather effects and time of day changes look phenomenal in virtual reality, adding atmospheric depth to every race. The force feedback integration with adaptive triggers and haptic responses creates a complete sensory experience. Career mode campaign and multiplayer races all support VR, allowing you to enjoy the full game in immersive first-person perspective. Taking third position is Resident Evil Village, the survival horror masterpiece that becomes absolutely terrifying when experienced through PlayStation VR 2. The entire campaign is playable in VR, transforming familiar encounters into heart-pounding experiences where danger lurks around every corner. Castle Dimitrescu feels genuinely imposing as you physically look up at towering ceilings and navigate claustrophobic corridors with limited visibility. Combat is reimagined for VR, with manual reloading, aiming, and weapon handling that increases tension during encounters with horrifying creatures. The PS5 Pro delivers enhanced visual fidelity, making the already gorgeous environments even more detailed and atmospheric. Audio design becomes crucial in VR, as positional sound helps you track enemies you cannot see, creating constant dread. Boss battles gain new dimensions when you experience their scale and presence in three-dimensional space, making each confrontation memorable. Fourth in our selection is Kayak VR Mirage, a serene paddling adventure that demonstrates how VR can create peaceful meditative experiences on PS5 Pro. The game features photorealistic environments inspired by real-world locations, including tropical lagoons, Antarctic waters, and Norwegian fjords. Paddling mechanics feel natural and satisfying as you physically move the controllers and rowing motions to propel your kayak through stunning waters. The PS5 Pro enhancement provides crystal-clear visuals that showcase incredible water physics, reflections, and environmental details. Wildlife encounters add life to each location, with dolphins, whales, and birds that react to your presence, creating magical moments. Optional challenges and time trials provide goals for competitive players, while free exploration mode lets you paddle at your own pace. The relaxation factor is exceptional, making this perfect for introducing VR to newcomers or unwinding after intense gaming sessions. Coming in fifth is Pavlov VR, an intense tactical shooter that brings competitive multiplayer combat to PlayStation VR 2 with exceptional gunplay. The game features realistic weapon handling, where you must manually reload, rack slides, and manage ammunition, making every firefight tactical. Multiple game modes, including Search and Destroy, Team Deathmatch, and Gun Game, provide variety that keeps the competitive experience fresh. Maps are well designed, with vertical elements and strategic positions that reward teamwork and communication between squad members. The PS5 Pro delivers smooth performance, crucial for competitive play, where frame drops can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Community servers and custom modes extend replayability far beyond the official offerings. Physics-based interactions let you climb, vault, and interact with environments in ways that feel natural. The learning curve is steep, but mastering the mechanics provides deep satisfaction for dedicated players. Sixth position goes to Synapse, a roguelike telekinetic shooter that showcases innovative VR gameplay mechanics enhanced by PS5 Pro capabilities. You play as an agent with powerful psychic abilities, infiltrating the mind of a dangerous criminal through surreal, dreamlike environments. Telekinesis lets you grab and throw objects at enemies, creating dynamic combat scenarios where the environment becomes your weapon. Gunplay combines with mental powers, allowing you to slow time, deflect bullets, and manipulate reality in creative ways. The roguelike structure means each run features different weapons, abilities, and challenges, encouraging experimentation with various playstyles. Visual effects are spectacular, with reality-warping moments that take full advantage of VR immersion. Boss encounters require learning patterns and adapting strategies, making victories feel earned and satisfying. The difficulty progression is well-tuned, providing challenge without frustration as you gradually unlock permanent upgrades. Taking 7th place is Tentacular, a delightful physics sandbox where you play as a gigantic tentacled creature helping a small island community. The core gameplay revolves around manipulating objects, solving environmental puzzles, and completing tasks for quirky island inhabitants. Your tentacle controls feel surprisingly natural as you grab, stack, throw, and carefully place objects to achieve various objectives. The art style is charming and colorful, with expressive characters and whimsical architecture that creates a lighthearted atmosphere. PS5 Pro enhancements ensure smooth physics calculations, even when manipulating dozens of objects simultaneously. Humor permeates every interaction, with dialogue and situations that consistently entertain throughout the campaign. The game celebrates creative problem solving, often allowing multiple solutions to challenges, encouraging experimentation. Destruction physics provides satisfying moments when careful plans go hilariously wrong, and you must adapt your approach. Claiming 8th position is Red Matter 2, a gripping sci-fi puzzle adventure that continues the story from the acclaimed original game. The narrative unfolds through environmental storytelling and discoveries as you explore abandoned Soviet facilities on various planets and moons. Puzzle design is exceptional, requiring observation, logic, and creative use of tools, rather than relying on obtuse solutions. The atmosphere is thick with tension as you uncover conspiracies and confront threats in isolated hostile environments. PS5 Pro delivers stunning visual fidelity that brings the retro-futuristic aesthetic to life with incredible detail in every location. Zero-gravity sections provide unique gameplay moments where you must think three-dimensionally to navigate and solve challenges. The story builds to satisfying revelations that reward players who pay attention to environmental clues and audio logs scattered throughout. Taking 9th place is No Man's Sky, the vast space exploration game that becomes an entirely new experience when played in virtual reality. The procedurally generated universe contains billions of planets to discover, each with unique flora, fauna, and environmental conditions. Flying spacecraft feels incredible in VR as you manually control throttle, steering, and weapons while dogfighting pirates or exploring asteroid fields. Planetary exploration gains new appreciation when you physically look around alien landscapes and encounter towering creatures at true scale. Base building becomes more intuitive in VR as you can better visualize structures and placement before committing resources. Multiplayer expeditions let you explore the universe with friends, sharing discoveries and tackling challenges cooperatively. The PS5 Pro enhancements provide smoother performance and better visual clarity, essential for comfortable extended play sessions in this massive game. Rounding out our collection at number 10 is Firewall Ultra, a tactical squad-based shooter designed specifically for competitive VR multiplayer on PlayStation VR 2. Teams of attackers and defenders face off in objective-based matches, requiring coordination, communication, and strategic execution. Each operator has unique abilities and loadouts that encourage team composition strategy and role specialization during matches. Maps feature multiple entry points, verticality, and destructible elements that create dynamic tactical scenarios. The PS5 Pro ensures consistently high frame rates and sharp visuals, crucial for competitive accuracy and situational awareness. Weapon customization is deep, with attachments and modifications that let you optimize guns for your preferred playstyle. The community is active and competitive, providing challenging matches that reward skill development and teamwork. Seasonal content updates introduce new operators, maps, and game modes, keeping the experience fresh for dedicated players. Starting off strong at number 10, we have Fortnite, the battle royale phenomenon that continues to dominate the free-to-play scene on PlayStation 5. This game has evolved far beyond its original concept, offering players an ever-changing island where 100 players drop in to fight for survival. The building mechanics set it apart from other shooters, allowing you to construct walls, ramps, and entire structures in seconds for defense or gaining high ground advantages. Epic Games consistently updates the game with fresh content, including new weapons, limited time modes, and massive crossover events featuring characters from movies, anime, and pop culture. The PS5 version runs buttery smooth at 120 frames per second with stunning visuals and fast loading times that get you into matches almost instantly. Moving to number 9, Apex Legends brings hero-based gameplay to the Battle Royale genre with incredible results. Respawn Entertainment created a masterpiece where you choose from a diverse roster of legends, each with unique abilities that complement different playstyles and team compositions. The gunplay feels incredibly satisfying, with weapons that have real weight and recoil patterns to master. Movement is fluid and skillful, featuring sliding, wall climbing, and ziplines that make traversing the maps exciting. The ping system is revolutionary, allowing seamless communication without voice chat. Regular seasonal updates introduce new legends, weapons, and map changes, keeping the meta fresh. The PS5 version delivers crisp 60 FPS gameplay with enhanced visuals. At number 8, Call of Duty Warzone stands as one of the most polished battle royale experiences available without spending a dime. Set in massive maps that can host up to 150 players, the game combines the tight gunplay Call of Duty is famous for with the tension of last squad standing gameplay. The loadout system is genius, letting you call in your custom-built weapons mid-match, instead of relying purely on ground loot. Multiple game modes, including Standard Battle Royale, Resurgence on smaller maps, and Plunder, offer variety. The Gulag system gives eliminated players a second chance through 1v1 fights. Graphics on PS5 are sharp, and the performance is stable, even during intense firefights with dozens of players. Number 7 brings us Genshin Impact, an action RPG that shocked the gaming world with its console-quality production values as a free-to-play title. This open-world adventure takes place in the fantasy land of Teyvat, where you explore 7 distinct nations, each inspired by different real-world cultures. Combat is based on elemental reactions, where you switch between 4 party members to combine fire, water, ice, electro, and other elements for devastating combos. The gacha system for obtaining new characters is generous enough that you can enjoy the entire story without spending money. Exploration rewards curiosity with puzzles, hidden chests, and breathtaking vistas. The anime-inspired art style looks gorgeous on PS5, with smooth performance. Sliding into number 6, Rocket League perfectly blends soccer with rocket-powered cars for an addictive competitive experience. The concept is simple, but the skill ceiling is incredibly high, with players spending hundreds of hours mastering aerial shots, flip resets, and precise ball control. Matches are quick, at 5 minutes, making it perfect for short gaming sessions or marathon competitive grinds. The ranking system ensures you face opponents at your skill level while providing clear progression goals. Customization options let you personalize your car with countless decals, wheels, and goal explosions. Cross-platform play means the player base is massive, and finding matches takes seconds. The PS5 version runs at a silky smooth frame rate. At number 5, Fall Guys delivers chaotic multiplayer fun with its adorable jelly bean characters competing through obstacle courses and minigames. Up to 60 players start each show, getting eliminated round by round until one player claims the crown. The simplicity makes it accessible to anyone, while still rewarding skill and game knowledge. Rounds vary from races through spinning hammers and disappearing floors to team games and survival challenges. Seasonal updates bring new costumes, levels, and limited-time events. The physics-based gameplay creates hilarious moments when players tumble, grab each other, or get knocked off platforms. Playing on PS5 means beautiful visuals and zero loading between rounds. Coming in at number 4, Destiny 2 offers a sci-fi shooter experience with MMO elements that has only gotten better since going free to play. The core gameplay loop of shooting aliens with incredible feeling weapons while collecting better loot is endlessly satisfying. 3 character classes, each with multiple subclasses, provide diverse playstyles, from slinging space magic to going invisible for tactical plays. The free version includes the entire base campaign, strikes, Crucible PvP modes, and even some raids. Bungie regularly adds seasonal content with new story missions and activities. The shooting mechanics are among the best in any game, and raiding with a fire team creates memorable cooperative moments. PS5 enhancements include 60 FPS gameplay. At number 3, Warframe continues to impress as a third-person shooter with space ninja aesthetics and deep progression systems. You control a Warframe, essentially an armored suit with unique abilities, ranging from freezing enemies to summoning devastating energy waves. The movement system is extraordinary, letting you bullet jump, wall run, and glide through levels with incredible speed and fluidity. Hundreds of weapons and dozens of Warframes to collect means endless build crafting possibilities. The game respects your time, with no energy systems limiting play sessions. Regular updates add new story quests, open-world areas, and gameplay systems. Everything is obtainable through playing. Number 2 showcases Brawlhalla, a platform fighter that takes clear inspiration from Super Smash Bros., while carving its own identity with 50-plus unique legends. Each character has different stats and weapon combinations, from swords and hammers to scythes and rocket lances. The controls are deliberately accessible with simple inputs for all moves, yet competitive depth comes from reading opponents, spacing attacks, and mastering movement. Online play is smooth, with rollback netcode ensuring fair matches. Multiple game modes include free-for-all, teams, and ranked 1 vs 1. Regular balance patches and new legend releases keep the roster fresh. No paid advantages exist as all legends rotate. Finally, at number 1, Honkai Star Rail brings turn-based RPG excellence to PlayStation 5 completely free. This game from the Genshin Impact developers trades action combat for strategic turn-based battles, with a weakness system encouraging smart team building. The space fantasy setting takes you across different worlds via a star-traveling train, each planet offering unique stories and cultures. Production quality rivals full-priced games, with stunning character models, cinematic cutscenes, and a soundtrack that sets the mood perfectly. The story is surprisingly deep, with memorable characters and plot twists. Gacha mechanics are present, but the game showers you with free currency.
Starting at number 1, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 delivers an epic JRPG experience with sprawling open environments and a combat system that blends real-time action with strategic depth. You control a party of 6 characters from warring nations who must work together to break a cycle of endless conflict while uncovering truths about their world. The combat system lets you chain attacks between party members, position tactically during battles, and switch between different character classes that dramatically alter your playstyle and role in combat. Story delivery is outstanding, with fully voiced cutscenes and character development that makes you genuinely invested in relationships and motivations driving each party member forward. The world design spans diverse biomes, from lush forests to mechanical landscapes, all seamlessly connected without loading screens, and filled with side quests that expand lore. Progression systems include skill trees, gem crafting, and class mastery that provide constant upgrades, keeping gameplay fresh across the 100-plus hour campaign, perfect for RPG fans seeking substantial content. Moving to number 2. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt brings CD Projekt Red's masterpiece to Nintendo Switch with remarkable optimization that preserves the vast open world and branching narrative. You play Geralt of Rivia, searching for his adopted daughter across war-torn kingdoms, while taking monster hunting contracts that reveal dark secrets about local communities. Combat mixes swordplay with magic signs and tactical preparation through potion brewing and oil applications that exploit monster weaknesses discovered through research or experimentation. The narrative features consequence-heavy choices that ripple through future questlines, determining character fates and political outcomes in ways that make your decisions feel genuinely impactful. Side quests match main story quality with self-contained tales, ranging from monster mysteries to political intrigue, avoiding filler content that plagues many open-world games. Exploration rewards curiosity with hidden treasure, powerful gear, and atmospheric locations that tell environmental stories through visual details, making this the definitive fantasy RPG for players who value mature storytelling and meaningful player agency. At number 3, Persona 5 Royal combines stylish turn-based combat with social simulation gameplay as you balance high school life with supernatural heist operations. You lead the Phantom Thieves, infiltrating cognitive palaces to reform corrupt adults by stealing their distorted desires, all wrapped in incredible art direction and an unforgettable jazz fusion soundtrack.
Combat uses a press turn system, where exploiting enemy weaknesses grants extra actions, encouraging strategic party composition and skill selection rather than brute force approaches. Time management is crucial, as you choose between strengthening social bonds with confidants, studying for exams, or dungeon crawling, with each activity providing tangible gameplay benefits. Character writing excels at making each party member feel multidimensional through confidant storylines that explore personal struggles and growth beyond their role as phantom thieves. Quality of life improvements over the original include additional story content, gameplay refinements, and new characters that enhance an already exceptional package, cementing Persona 5 Royal as essential for anyone who loves stylish RPGs, mixing life simulation with dungeon exploration. For number 4, Fire Emblem Three Houses revolutionizes the tactical RPG series by adding deep social elements and branching narratives based on which house you choose to lead. You play a professor at an officer's academy, training students from 3 rival nations, forming bonds through teaching and combat before a time skip that dramatically shifts allegiances. Combat maintains series fundamentals, with grid-based tactical positioning, where terrain, weapon triangles, and unit placement determine battle outcomes more than raw stats. The Monastery Hub lets you explore between missions, interacting with students and faculty, while participating in activities that boost stats or unlock support conversations, revealing character backstories. Story branches depend on your house choice, offering 3 distinct perspectives on a continent-spanning conflict with no clear heroes or villains. Character customization through class changes and skill training allows flexible party building, where any student can pursue various combat roles. Multiple playthroughs feel justified because each route provides unique narrative revelations and emotional moments that completely recontextualize previous events. Coming in at number 5, Dragon Quest XI's Echoes of an Elusive Age delivers classic JRPG gameplay refined through decades of series evolution, with charming characters and satisfying turn-based combat. You play the Luminary, discovering your destiny as a legendary hero, while assembling a diverse party to prevent an ancient evil from destroying the world. Combat is traditional turn-based, with party members learning skills through character-specific progression trees that define their combat roles, from healers to damage dealers. The world balances linear story progression with open exploration that rewards thorough searching through treasure hunting and monster collecting for a bestiary. Writing strikes an excellent balance between lighthearted humor and serious dramatic moments as your party faces personal challenges while pursuing the main quest. Visual presentation uses a vibrant art style that makes even simple environments pop with color and personality, complemented by Koichi Sugiyama's orchestral score. Quality of life features include faster battle speeds, additional story content, and the option to switch between 3D and 2D modes, making this the definitive version for both series veterans and newcomers. At number 6, Octopath Traveler 2 improves the original formula with 8 distinct protagonists whose stories interweave through a beautifully rendered HD 2D world, blending retro sprites with modern lighting. Each character has unique path actions for interacting with NPCs and environments, encouraging experimentation to solve quests and discover secrets unavailable to other party members. Combat uses a break system, where exploiting enemy weaknesses depletes their defense shield, stunning them for massive damage during vulnerability windows that reward strategic planning. The job system lets characters learn abilities from secondary classes, creating powerful synergies between different skill sets and party compositions. Day and night cycles affect NPC locations and available path actions, adding temporal puzzle elements to exploration and quest completion. Boss encounters demand understanding mechanics and building specifically to counter their strategies, rather than over-leveling to brute force victories. Visual presentation is stunning, with lighting effects and environmental details that make every location memorable, despite the pixelated aesthetic, perfect for players who appreciate strategic combat and interconnected narratives. For number 7, Shin Megami Tensei V Vengeance expands the challenging demon-collecting RPG with new story routes, demons, and quality of life improvements over the original release. You explore a post-apocalyptic Tokyo fused with Demon Realm, recruiting hundreds of demons through negotiation, then fusing them to create more powerful allies. Press-turn combat punishes mistakes while rewarding exploitation of weaknesses, making every battle a tactical puzzle, where one wrong move can spiral into disaster.
Demon fusion is deeply satisfying as you combine collected demons to create stronger versions, while inheriting specific skills to build optimized party members for different situations. The alignment system tracks your choices throughout the story, determining which ending you receive and how certain characters react to your decisions. Exploration mixes linear dungeons with open desert areas filled with secrets, optional bosses, and side quests that flesh out the devastated world. Vengeance content adds substantial new story paths that dramatically change narrative direction and available demons, making this the definitive version for both newcomers and those who finished the original.
At number 8, Diablo III Eternal Collection brings Blizzard's addictive action RPG to Nintendo Switch, with all expansions and content updates in one complete package. You choose from 7 distinct classes, each with unique abilities and playstyles, then slaughter endless demon hordes for randomized loot drops that constantly improve your power. Combat is satisfying and visceral, with screen-filling effects when you unleash devastating abilities that obliterate dozens of enemies simultaneously in explosions of gore and treasure. The loot system hooks you with constant upgrades, ranging from minor stat increases to legendary items that fundamentally transform how your build functions. Adventure mode unlocks after completing the campaign, offering bounties and randomly generated rifts that provide endless replayability with scaling difficulty through greater rift tiers. Seasonal content adds fresh starts with exclusive rewards, keeping the endgame engaging for hundreds of hours as you chase perfect gear rolls and leaderboard positions. Local and online co-op lets you team up with friends to tackle harder difficulties, making this perfect for players who love satisfying combat loops and perpetual character progression.
Moving to number 9, Hogwarts Legacy delivers the Wizarding World fantasy through open-world exploration and spell-based combat set in the 1800s. You create a 5th-year student with mysterious ancient magic abilities, attending classes while investigating a goblin rebellion threatening the wizarding community. Spellcasting combat combines offensive curses, defensive shields, and control spells that can be chained into combos for devastating combinations against dark wizards and magical beasts. The open world extends beyond Hogwarts Castle to include Hogsmeade Village, Forbidden Forest, and Scottish Highlands, populated with secrets, collectibles, and side activities. Character progression includes skill trees, gear upgrades, and potion brewing that enhance your magical abilities and provide tactical advantages in combat. Puzzle solving in ancient ruins and restricted castle sections rewards thorough exploration with powerful equipment and lore revelations. Room of Requirement serves as your customizable base, where you grow plants, brew potions, and care for rescued magical creatures, adding relaxing activities between main story missions for players who want immersive role-playing in the beloved Harry Potter universe. Finally, at number 10, Romancing Saga 2 Revenge of the Seven reimagines the classic JRPG with modern presentation while preserving its unique inheritance system spanning multiple generations. You guide an empire across centuries as different emperors inherit techniques and progress from predecessors while facing 7 legendary heroes corrupted into villains. The free-form structure lets you tackle objectives in various orders, with consequences rippling through your playthrough based on which regions you prioritize or neglect. Combat uses timeline-based turns, where character speed and action choices determine when units act, requiring careful planning to maximize efficiency. The Glimmer system randomly unlocks new techniques during battle when using related skills, creating exciting moments of discovery as your arsenal expands unpredictably. Empire management involves choosing which technologies to research and which territories to develop, directly impacting available resources and story branches. Multiple playthroughs reveal different content because choices permanently lock you out of certain paths and character recruitment opportunities, encouraging experimentation with various strategies across subsequent runs for players who enjoy nonlinear progression and emergent storytelling. Starting at number 1, 2 Point Hospital brings hilarious hospital management to Nintendo Switch, where you design medical facilities and cure absurd fictional diseases with comedic treatments. You build departments ranging from general diagnosis to specialized wings treating conditions like lightheadedness, where patients have actual light bulbs for heads. Staff management involves hiring doctors, nurses, assistants, and janitors, then training them in specializations while keeping morale high through salaries and workplace amenities. Patient flow optimization requires strategic room placement and equipment upgrades to maximize treatment efficiency while preventing bottlenecks that anger waiting patients. The humor permeates every aspect, from disease names to character animations and radio announcements that constantly deliver jokes throughout gameplay.
Campaign mode provides structured challenges across different hospital locations with unique conditions and objectives, while Sandbox mode lets you build dream facilities without restrictions. Financial management balances income from treatments against operational costs like staff salaries, machine maintenance, and facility expansion, creating satisfying optimization gameplay for players who enjoy lighthearted simulation with depth.
Moving to number 2, 2-Point Museum expands the 2-Point formula into museum curation, where you collect bizarre artifacts and create engaging exhibits for paying visitors. You design exhibition halls showcasing everything from prehistoric fossils to supernatural oddities, arranging displays to maximize visitor satisfaction and educational value. Expedition management sends teams to dig sites and exploration locations to uncover new artifacts, with success rates depending on team composition and equipment quality. Staff includes curators who maintain exhibits, security guards preventing theft, and cleaners keeping facilities pristine, while gift shop workers generate additional revenue. The progression system unlocks new exhibit types, building options, and expedition locations as your museum reputation grows through successful displays and satisfied patrons. Visitor needs must be managed through facilities like cafes, restrooms, and seating areas placed strategically around your museum layout. Financial planning involves balancing ticket prices, operational costs, and expansion investments while maintaining exhibit quality, making this perfect for players who loved 2-Point Hospital and want similar management gameplay with fresh museum theming. At number 3, Jurassic World Evolution puts you in control of developing and managing dinosaur theme parks across multiple islands with unique challenges and conditions. You construct enclosures suited to different species requirements, balancing carnivores and herbivores while ensuring proper space, food sources, and environmental conditions for dinosaur welfare. The genetic system lets you modify dinosaur DNA to unlock cosmetic variations and behavioral traits that affect how they interact with environments and other dinosaurs. Park management involves placing amenities like restaurants, hotels, and viewing galleries to maximize guest satisfaction while maintaining profitability through ticket sales and facility income. Mission structure provides objectives from 3 divisions, representing entertainment, science, and security interests, with choices affecting your reputation with each faction. Dinosaur breakouts create emergencies requiring quick responses using ranger teams and asset containment units to recapture escaped animals before guests are harmed. The balance between creating impressive dinosaur attractions and maintaining safe operational parks provides constant tension, ideal for fans of management sims and dinosaur franchises.
For number 4, Stardew Valley delivers the ultimate farming simulation, combined with RPG elements, as you restore your grandfather's abandoned farm in a charming pixel art world. You clear land, plant seasonal crops, raise animals, and craft artisan goods while managing limited daily energy that forces strategic planning about priorities. Social systems let you befriend villagers through gifts and conversations, eventually leading to romance options and marriage with characters who have distinct personalities and storylines. Mining expeditions provide combat against monsters and resource gathering for tool upgrades and crafting materials that enhance farming efficiency. Seasonal events and festivals create community moments, while progression unlocks new areas like desert regions and mysterious locations hiding secrets. The gameplay loop balances multiple activities, from fishing and foraging to cooking and completing community center bundles that reward exploration and completionism. With no time pressure and endless customization options for farm layout and focus, Stardew Valley appeals to players seeking relaxing yet deep management gameplay with heartwarming storytelling.
Coming in at number 5, Dave the Diver combines restaurant management with underwater exploration in a unique hybrid that keeps gameplay constantly fresh and engaging. During day segments, you dive into ocean depths, hunting fish and discovering ingredients while avoiding dangers and managing oxygen supplies in roguelike underwater sections. Evening shifts involve serving customers in your sushi restaurant using ingredients caught earlier, with timing-based minigames for food preparation affecting dish quality. The progression system upgrades diving gear for deeper exploration and restaurant facilities for higher customer capacity and menu variety that increases profits. Story missions introduce eccentric characters and bizarre underwater mysteries, ranging from ancient civilizations to sea people conflicts that add narrative motivation beyond pure management. Staff hiring brings specialized workers who automate certain restaurant tasks, freeing you to focus on dining or optimizing service during rush periods. The charming pixel art style and humor-filled writing create an inviting atmosphere, perfect for players wanting management gameplay mixed with action-adventure exploration in bite-sized play sessions. At number 6, City Skylines brings comprehensive city building simulation to Nintendo Switch, with tools for creating sprawling metropolitan areas from small towns. You zone residential, commercial, and industrial districts, then provide essential services like power, water, sewage, and transportation infrastructure connecting everything. Traffic management becomes increasingly important as cities grow, requiring careful road planning, public transportation networks, and highway systems preventing gridlock. Budget management balances tax income against service costs, while citizen happiness depends on factors like pollution levels, noise, education access, and healthcare availability. Natural disasters and scenarios add challenge through earthquakes, floods, and fires that test your city's resilience and emergency service preparedness. The progression unlocks new buildings, policies, and city services as population milestones are reached, constantly providing fresh options for urban development. Sandbox mode removes restrictions for creative city design, while scenarios provide specific challenges, making this essential for players who love detailed simulation and watching cities evolve organically.
For number 7, Planet Zoo combines animal welfare management with park design as you create zoological facilities that balance conservation, education, and entertainment. You construct habitats matching specific animal needs for terrain, foliage, water features, and enrichment items that affect their happiness and breeding success. Staff management includes hiring keepers, veterinarians, and mechanics who maintain animal health. For number 7, Planet Zoo combines animal welfare management with park design as you create zoological facilities that balance conservation, education, and entertainment. You construct habitats matching specific animal needs for terrain, foliage, water features, and enrichment items that affect their happiness and breeding success. Staff management includes hiring keepers, veterinarians, and mechanics who maintain animal health, clean habitats, and repair facilities, while educators provide guest programs. Conservation efforts involve participating in breeding programs for endangered species, with successful births increasing conservation credits used to acquire rare animals. Guest management requires providing amenities, clear pathways, and viewing areas, while managing ticket prices and facility costs to maintain profitability. The genetic system tracks animal lineages and traits that affect their appeal and health, encouraging careful breeding management across generations. Campaign missions teach mechanics through structured scenarios, while franchise and sandbox modes offer freedom to build dream zoos, perfect for players who want deep simulation focusing on realistic animal care and conservation themes.
At number 8, Farming Simulator 25 delivers authentic agricultural simulation with hundreds of real-world vehicles and equipment from major manufacturers. You manage farms cultivating various crops through realistic seasonal cycles, requiring plowing, seeding, fertilizing, and harvesting with appropriate machinery. Livestock management includes caring for animals, producing goods like milk and eggs, and managing feed supplies to maintain animal health and productivity. Equipment purchasing decisions matter, as machinery represents major investments, requiring careful consideration of functionality, efficiency, and budget constraints. Multiplayer support lets you cooperate with friends, managing shared farms or compete in agricultural challenges using cross-play functionality. Field management involves soil analysis, precision farming techniques, and crop rotation strategies that affect yield quality and profitability over multiple seasons. The game includes extensive tutorials explaining complex systems, while simulation depth appeals to players seeking realistic farming experiences rather than simplified mechanics, making it ideal for enthusiasts who appreciate authentic agricultural operations and methodical progression.
Moving to number 9, Game Dev Tycoon puts you in charge of building a video game company from garage startup to industry giant across several decades. You design games by choosing genres, topics, platforms, and development focus allocations that determine quality ratings and sales success. Technology progression moves through gaming history, from early computers through modern consoles, with research unlocking new genres, engines, and features. Staff hiring expands development capacity, with employees gaining experience in specializations that improve specific aspects of game creation. Office management involves upgrading facilities, providing employee parks, and creating optimal work environments that boost productivity and creativity.
Marketing campaigns and review scores affect sales, while fan expectations increase with each release, requiring innovation to avoid repetitive designs. The game references real gaming history through events and platform releases, while allowing alternate timelines based on your decisions. Perfect for players who enjoy meta commentary about game development, mixed with strategic management and creative decision-making. Finally, at number 10, Frostpunk challenges you to manage the last city on a frozen Earth, where every decision carries moral weight and survival consequences. You build steam-powered infrastructure around a central generator, providing heat while gathering coal and resources from frozen wasteland through expeditions. The law system forces difficult choices between authoritarian control or faith-based guidance, with each path unlocking different buildings and policies affecting citizen morale. Worker management involves assigning citizens to various tasks while monitoring health, hope, and discontent meters that can trigger revolts or mass exodus. Technology research progresses through multiple trees, unlocking advanced buildings, automation, and survival tools that ease resource management but require strategic prioritization. Scenario campaigns present different survival challenges with unique win conditions and moral dilemmas that test your leadership during crises like food shortages or refugee influxes. The bleak atmosphere and meaningful choices create tension rarely found in management games, appealing to players who want thought-provoking narratives wrapped in challenging strategic gameplay where consequences feel genuinely impactful. Starting our journey at number 1, Skull and Bones delivers an ambitious naval warfare experience set in the golden age of piracy. You command your own ship across the Indian Ocean, engaging in epic sea battles against rival pirates and colonial forces. The game emphasizes strategic positioning and weapon management as you broadside enemy vessels with cannons and mortars. Customization options allow you to build different ship types, from agile sloops to powerful frigates, each suited for specific combat roles. The open world encourages exploration, with hidden treasures and dangerous weather conditions that affect sailing mechanics. Multiplayer elements let you form fleets with other players to tackle challenging PvE content or engage in competitive PvP battles. Resource gathering and crafting systems provide depth as you upgrade your ship and weapons to face increasingly difficult encounters. Coming in at number 2, Sea of Thieves offers a whimsical pirate adventure focused on cooperative multiplayer and emergent gameplay moments. The art style embraces cartoonish visuals that create a welcoming atmosphere, while still delivering exciting naval combat and treasure hunting. Crews must work together, managing sails, steering, and cannons during ship battles, making communication essential for success. The game constantly updates with new content, including story campaigns that expand the lore and introduce unique mechanics. Player interactions create unpredictable encounters, as you never know if approaching ships are friendly or hostile. The progression system rewards cosmetics rather than power, ensuring everyone competes on equal footing, regardless of playtime. Exploration feels rewarding, with skeleton forts, underwater shipwrecks, and mysterious islands hiding valuable loot waiting to be discovered. At number 3, we have Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, an action-adventure that transports you to feudal Japan during the Mongol invasion. You play as Jin Sakai, a samurai who must abandon traditional honor codes to become the Ghost, using stealth and deception. The combat system offers satisfying sword duels with precise pairing and multiple stances, effective against different enemy types. Exploration reveals a breathtaking open world, with rolling hills, bamboo forests, and hot springs, each area meticulously crafted with stunning attention to detail. The wind serves as your guide, replacing traditional UI markers, creating an immersive navigation experience. Photo mode has become legendary, allowing players to capture cinematic moments with extensive filters and customization options. The Iki Island expansion adds substantial content, with new story missions, enemies, and gameplay mechanics, extending the already impressive campaign. Moving to number 4, Horizon Forbidden West continues Aloy's journey through a post-apocalyptic America overrun by robotic creatures. The sequel expands on every aspect of the original, with more diverse environments ranging from tropical beaches to snowy mountains. Combat against machine dinosaurs requires tactical thinking, as you exploit weak points and elemental vulnerabilities using various weapons and traps. The climbing and traversal systems received significant improvements, making exploration more fluid and engaging than the previous entry.
Underwater sections introduce new gameplay opportunities, with aquatic machines and submerged ruins to investigate. The skill tree offers meaningful progression choices that alter your playstyle, whether you prefer stealth, combat, or trap-focused approaches. Side quests feature compelling narratives that flesh out the world and its inhabitants, rather than feeling like generic filler content. Number 5 brings us Assassin's Creed Valhalla, a Viking saga that lets you raid monasteries and build settlements across Dark Ages England. You control Eivor, leading your clan from Norway to establish a new home, while navigating political intrigue between warring kingdoms. The combat system emphasizes brutal melee encounters, with dual-wielding mechanics allowing creative weapon combinations, from axes to shields. Settlement building provides a home base that grows throughout the game, unlocking new features and story opportunities as you upgrade structures. The world map is massive, featuring multiple regions, each with distinct landscapes and cultural identities to discover. Raid missions offer cooperative gameplay, where you assault fortified locations with your Viking crew to claim resources and treasures. Character customization extends beyond appearance, with skill trees that dramatically alter combat abilities and playstyle options.
At number 6, Assassin's Creed Odyssey takes the franchise to ancient Greece during the Peloponnesian War between Athens and Sparta. You choose between Alexios or Cassandra as a mercenary descendant of Spartan warriors, uncovering family secrets across the Mediterranean. The dialogue system introduces player choice, affecting story outcomes and character relationships, creating a more personalized narrative experience. Naval combat returns with improvements, letting you command a trireme, engaging in ship battles while recruiting legendary crew members. The mythological elements embrace Greek legends, with boss fights against creatures like Medusa and the Minotaur in dedicated questlines. RPG mechanics deepen the experience, with gear stats, ability trees, and level progression that gates certain content, encouraging thorough exploration. The world captures the beauty of Greece, with white marble cities, olive groves, and crystal blue waters, recreated with impressive historical accuracy. Lucky number 7 features The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition, widely regarded as one of the greatest RPGs ever created. You step into Geralt of Rivia's boots, hunting monsters and searching for his adopted daughter across a war-torn fantasy world. The combat blends swordplay with magic science and alchemy, requiring preparation and adaptation to different monster types and their weaknesses. Side quests rival main story quality, with complex moral choices and consequences that genuinely impact the world and characters. The open world feels alive, with dynamic weather, day-night cycles, and NPCs following realistic schedules, creating immersive atmosphere. Both expansions, Hearts of Stone and Blood and Wine, add dozens of hours of content, with new regions and storylines. Character relationships develop through meaningful interactions, with choices affecting romances and friendships throughout the lengthy campaign. Swinging into number 8, Spider-Man 2 elevates the superhero formula with dual protagonists, Peter Parker and Miles Morales, each featuring unique abilities. The web-swinging mechanics reach new heights of fluidity, making traversal through New York City an absolute joy that never gets old. Combat encounters let you switch between both Spider-Men mid-mission, utilizing their different power sets to handle various enemy types. The story delivers an emotionally resonant narrative, exploring themes of responsibility, identity, and sacrifice, while introducing iconic villains. Side activities feel purposeful rather than repetitive padding, with crimes to stop and collectibles that reward exploration with meaningful upgrades. The graphics push PlayStation hardware, showcasing detailed character models and a living, breathing recreation of Manhattan. Accessibility options ensure players of all skill levels can enjoy the experience, without compromising the challenge for those who want it. Number 9 transports us to Hogwarts Legacy, the magical RPG set in the wizarding world during the late 1800s. You create your own student attending Hogwarts, while uncovering an ancient magic threatening the entire wizarding community. The castle recreation is remarkably faithful, with classrooms, common rooms, and secret passages that fans will recognize while exploring freely. Spellcasting combines offensive combat magic with utility spells for puzzles and environmental interactions, creating varied gameplay scenarios. potion brewing, herbology, and magical creature care provide engaging side systems that tie into character progression and crafting. The world extends beyond Hogwarts, with Hogsmeade Village and surrounding highlands offering additional quests and activities to discover.
Rounding out our list at number 10, Far Cry 6 drops you into Yara, a fictional Caribbean island ruled by dictator Anton Castillo. You join the guerrilla revolution as Dani Rojas, fighting to liberate the oppressed population through various resistance activities. The gameplay maintains the series' formula of outpost liberation and chaotic emergent combat encounters, enhanced with new weapon customization options. Resolver weapons add creative destruction with makeshift armaments like disc launchers and electrified machetes, bringing variety to combat approaches. The companion system returns with animal allies and human partners, providing tactical support during missions and free roam exploration. Vehicles play a larger role, with tanks and helicopters available for more aggressive assault strategies on heavily fortified locations. The world captures tropical beauty with lush jungles, urban cities, and coastal areas, each offering distinct visual atmosphere and gameplay opportunities. Starting off our list is A Way Out, a prison break adventure that demands constant cooperation between two players. This game comes from the same director as It Takes Two, and shares that same philosophy of split-screen cooperative gameplay where both players must work together at all times. The story follows two prisoners, Leo and Vincent, as they plan and execute their escape from prison and deal with the consequences that follow. What makes this game special is how every scene is designed specifically for two players, with unique mechanics that range from stealth sequences to action-packed shootouts. The narrative takes unexpected turns and keeps both players invested throughout the entire journey. Communication is absolutely essential as you navigate through various challenges that require precise timing and coordination between partners. The visual presentation uses a dynamic split screen that adapts to the action on screen, creating a cinematic experience. Next up is Unravel 2, a charming puzzle platformer that brings two adorable Yarny characters together in a heartwarming adventure through stunning natural environments. The game improves upon the original by introducing cooperative mechanics that feel intuitive and rewarding as you swing, tie, and climb your way through increasingly complex levels. Each Yarny can be controlled independently, or you can play solo by switching between them, but the real magic happens when two players tackle the puzzles together. The physics-based gameplay creates memorable moments as you figure out how to use your yarn connection to overcome obstacles and reach new areas. The environments are beautifully crafted, with impressive attention to detail that makes every location feel alive and worth exploring. The difficulty scales nicely, offering optional challenges for players who want to test their skills while keeping the main path accessible. There is minimal dialogue, but the emotional storytelling comes through the journey itself. Moving into third place, we have Sackboy: A Big Adventure, a delightful platformer that brings the beloved Little Big Planet character into a full three-dimensional adventure, perfect for cooperative play. The game supports up to 4 players locally or online, making it ideal for groups who want that chaotic fun similar to It Takes Two. Each level is packed with creative obstacles, collectibles, and secrets that encourage exploration and teamwork among players. The controls feel precise and responsive, which is crucial for the more challenging platforming sections that require careful timing and coordination. Costumes and customization options let you personalize your Sackboy, adding a fun layer of expression to the experience. The visual style is vibrant and imaginative, with each world offering distinct themes and mechanics that keep the gameplay fresh. Cooperative-specific levels unlock unique challenges that simply cannot be completed solo, adding significant value for players who enjoy working together.
Fourth on our list is Borderlands 3, the latest entry in the beloved looter-shooter franchise that excels at providing chaotic, cooperative mayhem across alien planets. The game features 4 unique Vault Hunters, each with distinct skill trees and playstyles that complement each other in combat situations. Playing cooperatively enhances the experience significantly, as you can combine abilities, create devastating combos, and revive each other during intense firefights. The humor and writing maintain that signature Borderlands charm, with memorable characters and quotable dialogue throughout the campaign. Loot variety is exceptional, with countless weapon combinations that keep you constantly hunting for better gear and experimenting with different builds. The campaign offers substantial length, with plenty of side missions and endgame content to keep cooperative teams engaged for dozens of hours. Boss fights are designed to challenge coordinated teams, requiring strategy and adaptation rather than just raw firepower.
Coming in at number 5 is Overcooked All You Can Eat, a frantic cooking simulation that tests communication skills and teamwork under increasingly absurd kitchen conditions. This definitive edition includes both Overcooked games plus all additional content, giving you hundreds of levels to master with your cooking partner. The premise is simple enough, where you prepare, cook, and serve dishes according to customer orders. But the execution becomes hilariously chaotic as kitchens introduce obstacles like moving platforms, fire hazards, and splitting layouts. Success depends entirely on how well you can coordinate with your partner, dividing tasks efficiently and adapting to unexpected situations. The difficulty curve is well balanced, starting accessible but ramping up to genuinely challenging levels that require practice and perfect execution. Local and online multiplayer options mean you can cause culinary chaos whether playing on the same couch or across distances. The charming art style and upbeat soundtrack keep the mood light, even when kitchens descend into disaster. 6th position goes to Moving Out 2, the sequel that expands on the original furniture-moving madness with new mechanics, locations, and cooperative challenges. You and your partner play as furniture removal specialists, tackling increasingly ridiculous moving jobs across various themed worlds. The physics-based gameplay creates naturally funny moments as you struggle to maneuver couches through doorways or accidentally launch items across rooms. New mechanics like portals and alternate dimensions add creative twists to the familiar formula, keeping veteran players engaged with fresh challenges. The game embraces accessibility, with options that let players of different skill levels enjoy the experience together without frustration. Cooperative play is the heart of the experience, as you must communicate constantly to complete objectives within time limits. The colorful presentation and quirky humor make every level entertaining, even when you are failing spectacularly at your moving duties.
Taking 7th place is Remnant 2, an action-packed cooperative shooter that combines challenging combat with procedurally generated worlds and deep character customization. The game functions as a Souls-like experience, but designed specifically around cooperative play, where teamwork becomes essential for survival. You can choose from multiple archetypes, each offering unique abilities and playstyles that synergize with your partner's choices, creating interesting build combinations. The procedural generation ensures that each playthrough feels different, with varying layouts, enemies, and bosses, keeping the experience fresh across multiple runs. Boss encounters are spectacular, requiring pattern recognition, coordination, and strategic use of abilities to overcome their devastating attacks. The difficulty is substantial, but fair, rewarding players who learn enemy behaviors and work together effectively. Loot and crafting systems provide meaningful progression as you upgrade weapons, unlock new abilities, and optimize your builds for tougher challenges ahead.
8th on our countdown is Baldur's Gate 3, an epic role-playing adventure that brings the depth of tabletop gaming to cooperative video game format. The game allows up to 4 players to journey through the Forgotten Realms together, making decisions that shape the story and affect your relationships. Combat uses turn-based tactical systems, where positioning, abilities, and teamwork determine success in challenging encounters against diverse enemies. Character creation offers incredible flexibility, with multiple races, classes, and backgrounds that encourage experimentation and roleplay between party members. The writing is exceptional, with complex characters, morally ambiguous choices, and consequences that ripple throughout your playthrough. Cooperative play shines during dialogue scenes, where players can participate in conversations, support each other, or even disagree, leading to dynamic interactions. The production values are outstanding, with full voice acting, stunning environments, and cinematic presentation that rivals the biggest budget titles.
Claiming 9th position is Diablo 4, the latest entry in the legendary action RPG series that perfects the cooperative dungeon crawling experience. The game returns to darker Gothic roots while introducing open-world exploration that feels massive and dangerous. Playing cooperatively transforms the experience as you combine class abilities, share loot, and tackle world events that scale appropriately for group size. 5 distinct classes offer varied playstyles, from close combat barbarians to spell-slinging sorcerers, ensuring every player finds something matching their preferences. The endgame content is substantial, with nightmare dungeons, seasonal content, and challenging bosses designed specifically for coordinated groups. Loot progression feels rewarding, with constant upgrades and the excitement of finding legendary items that completely change your build. The always online structure means you will encounter other players in towns and during world events, creating a shared experience.
Rounding out our list at number 10 is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge, a love letter to classic beat-em-up games perfected for modern cooperative play. The game captures the spirit of the original arcade titles while adding quality of life improvements and expanded content. Up to 6 players can join locally or online, choosing from the 4 turtles and additional characters, each with unique movesets and special abilities. The pixel art animation is gorgeous, with fluid combat and detailed backgrounds that celebrate the franchise history. Combat feels satisfying with combo systems, parries, and cooperative attacks that reward skilled play and teamwork. The campaign offers good length, with multiple difficulty options, ensuring both casual fans and hardcore players find appropriate challenge. Nostalgic soundtrack and authentic voice acting immerse you completely in the TMNT universe.